After accidentally consuming enchanted chocolates, a young man finds himself suddenly irresistible to the most stunning girls in his school. However, a whirlwind of events ensue, leaving him to question whether having a harem is really all it's cracked up to be. Episode 1. Jung Hao-yi is a typical high school student with a proclivity for avoiding any kind of trouble. However, fate has a different plan for him. While attending class one day, the school's most exquisite student, Sha Saitong, stuns everyone with her exceptional beauty by unexpectedly walking in. The students are taken aback when Sha Saitong begins searching for Hao-yi and ultimately approaches him with startling news. She is carrying his child. The entire class is left speechless, including Hao-yi, who is completely clueless about what is happening. Hao-yi suddenly finds himself the object of envy of all the guys in the room, and overwhelmed by the attention, he decides to flee. He seeks refuge in the bathroom, hoping to escape the chaotic situation. However, his attempt to hide is short-lived, as he is soon cornered by an athletic girl named Tang, who boldly proclaims him as her boyfriend. Terrified and confused, Hao-yi bolts out of the bathroom only to be confronted by a silver-haired girl named Lin, who immediately becomes the object of every male student's affection, and thus Hao-yi's competition. The commotion catches the attention of the entire school, and they all join in the pursuit of Hao-yi, demanding an explanation for his sudden popularity. Despite his repeated denials of any connection to the girls, nobody believes him, and the situation quickly spirals out of control. Hao-yi climbs to the rooftop of the school and dramatically threatens to jump off to prove his point. Despite his extreme actions, the crowd remains indifferent to his plight, and he ends up leaping off the roof for real. As he hurtles toward the ground, his fall suddenly slows down, and he finds himself suspended in midair. Out of nowhere, a magical girl named Mei materializes before him, saving him from certain death. Once they are safely on the ground, Mei proceeds to explain the bewildering situation to Hao-yi. She reveals that the chocolate cake he ate earlier that day was enchanted, and had caused many girls in school to develop imaginary relationships with him. In order to resolve the situation, Mei informs him that he must fulfill each girl's deepest desire, which is the only way to dispel the magical spell. As Hao-yi comes to grips with the bizarre circumstances he finds himself in, Mei assures him that he can rely on her guidance and assistance in navigating this surreal world of magic and romance. Hao-yi reluctantly agrees to comply with Mei's instructions and embarks on a quest to clear up the misunderstandings with Sha Saitong. He rushes to the rooftop where he finds Sha Saitong crying her eyes out, fearing that he was dead. After consoling her, Hao-yi decides to take her to the hospital to confirm whether or not she is pregnant. They undergo the test, and to everyone's relief, it turns out that Sha Saitong is not expecting. Hao-yi is left in awe when Sha Saitong promises to improve her behavior from that moment on. Moving on with his plan, Hao-yi visits Sha Saitong's home and discovers that she lives in a magnificent palace and that every amenity one could ask for, all thanks to her father. Despite this, Sha Saitong's deepest desire is to spend quality time with her father, who is always busy with work. Unfortunately, a mishap occurs, and Hao-yi ends up getting beaten up by the guards as Sha Saitong's father arrives at the place. The scene is a mix of chaos and comedy. Episode 2. Hao-yi's frustration with Sha Saitong's father boils over, and he confronts him, making him realize that his daughter never wanted any of the lavish amenities that he had provided her. Instead, her only desire was to spend some quality time with her father and have a nice dinner together. Hao-yi's words strike a chord with Mr. Saitong, and he begins to see the error of his ways. Determined to make things right, Hao-yi sets out to fulfill Sha Saitong's heartfelt wish, and together they enjoy a lovely meal in each other's company. As they savor the moment, Hao-yi's thoughts drift to the tumultuous events of the past few days, and he reflects on the unexpected turn his life had taken. Despite his success in bringing happiness to Sha Saitong, Hao-yi's actions had not gone unnoticed. The guards who had been monitoring the situation moved in to apprehend him for his reckless behavior. Although he had achieved his goal, Hao-yi still had to pay the price for his chaotic actions, and he was brutally beaten by the guards as a consequence. After Hao-yi's successful intervention, Sha Saitong's memories of their imaginary relationship fade away, and she goes back to her normal life. She finally has the chance to enjoy a lovely dinner with her father. However, the next day at school, Sha Saitong surprises Hao-yi by asking him out on a date. Hao-yi is taken aback as he believes that the spell had worn off. Mei explains that even though the fake memories are gone, Sha Saitong still remembers everything from yesterday that happened and has developed real feelings for Hao-yi. Although Hao-yi reluctantly accepted the date, his hope for a more peaceful life is short-lived. His childhood friend Ouyang from America appears out of nowhere, declaring Haoi as hers, which leaves Jia Saitong feeling insecure. She confronts Haoi about the situation, and he reassures her that their date is still on. After encountering Tang and experiencing yet another chaotic situation, Haoi's patience wears thin. Tang becomes furious with him and slaps him, declaring their breakup. Haoi, in turn, lashes out at her behavior, stating that no one would want to be around someone with such an attitude. After the argument, Tang leaves, and Haoi is left pondering whether breaking up with the girls is the key to solving his predicament. He turns to Mei for advice, but her sarcastic retort about Haoi's knowledge of women only adds to his confusion. The following day, Haoi wakes up determined to make the most of his date with Jia Saitong. They explore the city together, even venturing to an anime convention. Episode 3. During their date at the anime convention, Haoi and Jia Saitong stumble upon Tang, who is revealed to be a closeted cosplayer. She confesses to them that she loves cute things and cosplay, but keeps it a secret because of the school's judgmental atmosphere. Haoi encourages her to be true to herself and not let others' opinions affect her. Tang excitedly reveals her plan to participate in a cosplay tournament, but her enthusiasm is met with blank stares from Haoi and Jia Saitong. Suddenly, Jia Saitong declares she'll join Tang, and the two girls quickly start plotting their outfits. Haoi, on the other hand, looks like he's about to pass out. The girls convince him to join them, but there's a catch. He has to dress up as a female character. Haoi's face turns pale as he realizes what he's getting into, but he reluctantly agrees. Little did he know that he was about to become the most stunning and confused female cosplayer the tournament had ever seen. Just when everything seemed to be going well, Tang's rivals ruin her favorite cosplay dress, leaving her devastated and unwilling to participate in the tournament any longer. Jia Saitong goes after her to offer support, while Haoi decides to take matters into his own hands and steps onto the stage to keep the show going. To his surprise, Haoi finds himself becoming the center of attention, and he seizes the opportunity to speak about his friend's passion for cosplay and how nervous she feels despite being one of the best cosplayers around. Haoi's words have a profound effect on Tang, causing her to lose her balance and fall over the railing. Luckily, Mei steps in and uses her magical powers to transform their clothing, making it appear as if the fall was part of the performance. The audience is impressed by the seemingly planned stunt, and Tang's team is declared the winner of the competition. However, Jia Saitong can't help but feel a little uneasy as she watches both of them from the crowd. As soon as the events end, Haoi takes some time off from his romantic pursuits to focus on his studies. Episode 4. In a flashback, it is revealed that Haoi and Ouyang used to compete against each other as children, and Haoi always used to outscore her. However, in middle school, Haoi intentionally started scoring less to boost Ouyang's self-esteem. Ouyang then challenged him, saying that if she won the challenge, Haoi would have to come with her to America. On the day of the challenge, Haoi scored more than Ouyang, leading her to believe that he didn't want to go to America with her, and hated her. Back in the present, Haoi proposes a challenge to Tang, betting on who will get a higher score on the upcoming midterm exams, and the winner gets to ask for one wish from the loser. Haoi throws himself into his studies with unparalleled dedication, determined to win the challenge. However, as the days go by, Haoi's intense focus on academics begins to take a toll on the girls, causing them to feel downhearted and left out as they yearn for his company and attention. After a sleepless night due to an unfortunate incident, Haoi manages to secure the top position in the school exam with the support of his teacher. Overjoyed by his victory, he orders Tang to wear a cute outfit at school as per their bet. However, their classmates suspect Haoi of cheating and begin to investigate, causing a stir among the students. Fortunately, the teachers come to his defense and vindicate him, leaving everyone surprised and impressed with Haoi's remarkable academic skills. After losing the bet, Tang begrudgingly wears the cute outfit to school, but is surprised to find that it actually helps her feel more confident and true to herself. She thanks Haoi for his help, but can't help but scold him for getting the wrong size of the dress. Despite her scolding, Tang is grateful for Haoi's support.